Heard you cuss in a rap in years.
So I do curse in my raps, but the album growth that I did, I did not use no profanity.
I feel like I haven't heard you curse on a record since like 2013, maybe 2014
Yeah,
or something.
so yeah, like I like just dropped a freestyle to Meek Mill's track "Was Free." I got some like cursing on there, but it's really just how I feel when I'm doing a track. But sometimes I like really purposely don't want to cuss because I want to make sure that every single word can just click. Like that Family Matters track, I thought that was such a good track because I was like, man, like this is a song that goes, and I ain't even saying nothing, bad to where people may feel offended or anything like that. And my grandma can play it, my niece can play it, all types of people can play it. So there's a method behind me not cursing sometimes on tracks. But I don't want to limit myself neither to what I can or can't say as an artist neither. So that's why on certain tracks, I like make cuss here and there, but there are tracks that I got too where I like just don't curse, and it's to the point now to where I don't even realize that I'm not cussing because I like been like doing it now for like quite some time. Yeah, so like, but I honestly have gotten some like bad criticism for that too before. I had somebody tell me like, I don't even know how to take you as a rapper, and like you ain't even cussing, and I'm just like, I don't know how to, me, I was like, I don't know how to take that response. Like what does that mean? Like, are you supposed to curse? And then some people
might just be too clean for them.
And then like some people, they even ask me like, are you like a Christian rapper or something? And I'll be like, I'm just an artist that just has certain feelings, and whatever feelings resonate with me, I'm gonna put that on a track. But do I have some Christian beliefs and stuff? Yeah, I do, but I don't want to just limit myself to a conscious or a Christian or a pro-black type of rapper. I'm just somebody that has genuine feelings, and I want people to be able to feel that, like, man, like this dude is really in tune with his genuine feelings right now. And so I like think that's what it's about.
What was your inspiration behind your "Was Free" freestyle?
Just listening to it, and like, just even though I am a CEO, I'm a boss, like in my best Dame Dash impression, I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? That's who I really listen to too.
Yeah, huge thing.
Yeah, Dame is my homie for real too. Even though I am a boss, it's
I'm
just
hoping we
still
can get OG Daniel on here soon.
Most definitely, most definitely OG Daniel. It's like, even though I am a CEO and I am self-employed and I'm able to feed my family that way, I like still have to trade my time in for money. I like still have to get to that next level just like everybody else. I'm not all the way there yet to where I am just completely living off of music. I also cut hair too as a barber, and so like just going through different things like that on top of being black and getting stereotyped all the time, and not even just from just outside people, but even black people as well. And it's just really just got me thinking, man. When I heard that track by all of them called "Was Free," I was just like, damn, like that really touched me because they all had a kind of like a different angle on it.
Yeah.
And so that's what made me just go like go in the lab and just be like, man, let me just go, just go.
In the caption when you dropped it, you said, "Do you want to hear Meek get destroyed on his own track?"
Uh-huh.
Are you ready to exchange verses with Meek?
So
let's say he responded. You ready for that?
Yes, I am ready for that. And when I say that, it's just all out of actually like respect for Meek. It's just keeping it hip hop. Like, hey, Meek Mill fans, do you want to hear Meek get destroyed on this track? it's like making Meek Mill fans like what? Like, who is this dude saying
it's the worthy opponent theory.
Yeah, like what? Like, come on, man. And now that's even forcing people to have an opinion. But at the same time, you know, it's not me dissing Meek Mill in any, you know, sort of way of like, you know, you this or you that, or, you know, matter of fact, the song, I don't even mention Meek Mill.
Yeah, I don't even mention.
Yeah, but it's just for the fact that it's just me keeping it hip hop, and, you know, I'm that guy that's hungry, that's on the come up, you know. Something that really inspired that type of method was Kendrick Lamar when I heard that Monster freestyle back in the day. And he had came at Lil Wayne saying, tell Wayne I'm the best rapper alive. Tell Wayne to swallow his pride, something like that. And I was just like, is this dude crazy? But like now, when I think of that, I'm like, man, like that's hip hop. Like that's, you know, like that's him basically saying like, you here and I'm here, and I'm trying to get to your level. You know, like I want to be, you know, on that, you know, level. You know what I'm saying? That playing field with you. So it's really just out of respect, honestly.
What'd you think about the Meek and Drake beef?
So I got an interesting take on that, because when it comes to beef, I always look at it from the battle portion and the war portion. So you got the battle portion, you know, we know Drake won the battle. You know, to me the battle is like the short term thing. You know, Drake obviously won it back to back. I was playing that. I'm like, Meek, you making dark skinned dudes look bad out here right now. Like, God damn. And then, matter of fact, side note, I think that was the year that LeBron lost to Steph Curry. I was just like, fuck, like we really looking bad out here right now. Nah, this is a little joke. But the war portion of it is funny because I thought Drake had the upper hand, but as time is progressing, I feel like I could like settle with both of them won the war portion, but I could even see why somebody would lean towards Meek winning the war, because even though he lost that battle and he went through everything, Meek's image now is very, very clean. Like, for the fact that he went to prison and came out, he's fighting prison reform. He got Drake on his songs now.
It shouldn't be that clean after a diss song like that. That's where the win comes in for Meek, you know what I'm saying?
And then also too, even when they did the song on Meek's album, when like Meek said, you know, me and Drizzy back to back on him or something like that, he said, you know, that's when I was like really looking like, damn, Meek maybe won, because to me, he was embracing that battle. Like, yeah, I lost it, but you know, now me and Drake on the song.
I would definitely say Meek won the actual war.
And then something else too.
Drake's legacy forever tarnished.
We're gonna always hold what over Drake when we having those barbershop talks. He got a ghostwriter though. He got a ghostwriter though.
And if you look at how things have gone after that, it's never been the same for Drake after.
And then to be honest, that actually set him up later on to kind of get destroyed by Pusha T. You know, because you know, I know Drake was probably, you know, feeling himself because he had won that, you know, that beef. But when he got into that stuff with Pusha T, I was like, Drake is like the Meek in this situation.
He's gonna be. And
then Pusha T is like the Drake in this situation for the battle portion. And so I was just kind of looking like, damn, like Drake, like I don't know, man. Like you gotta kind of, I don't know, you kind of gotta reanalyze some stuff, you know. But with just the Meek Mill and the Drake beef overall, I would probably give it right now though, maybe a slight edge to Meek, just a little bit, not by far, but just a slight edge to Meek. So that beef was most definitely great for hip hop, you know, because it's something, you know, that we are going to remember. But one thing I can say is that I'm good to see that both of them survived it, and they're doing great, you know, like they're selling records, because both of them are most definitely needed. Both of them inspired me, by the way, you know, so we need a Drake and we need a Meek. So I'm glad both of them, you know, are winning right now.
Outside of yourself, in your opinion, who's the hardest in GRG?
Whoa, that's a good question. Who's the hardest in GRG?
Outside of yourself.
Are we just talking about just overall, like
who's the one where you like, oh man, that nigga hard. Every time, like he bring it every fucking time.
Man, you know what's funny? I would probably say my homie Gerard Cherie. I know a lot of people know Bad Ways. I know a lot of people know Fred. You know, and Gerard is kind of like, it's like he's out here and he's still kind of like, you know, getting it together. But when I hear him do certain tracks, I like feel like just his pocket really hit, you know. So I would like say just overall song wise, when I hear him, he most definitely got certain tracks that I feel like can be hits like around the world hits. Like he has a song called Nightlife that I feel like is just something that's just really hot. But at the same time, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, me saying that neither, you know, it's just all subjective, you know, to it, you know.
That's why I say, in your opinion, so the label mates don't get in their feelings.
Yeah, so people like, man, what you mean? Yeah, so like, ain't even nothing like that. But yeah, just when I hear like certain tracks from Gerard, like a Nightlife, it's like, damn, like this track can cross over like from this genre to that genre to this genre to that genre. So just when I hear them songs, I be like, certain moments from that, I just be like, damn. But I done heard moments like that from everybody in GRG too. Like, damn, like Bad Ways, he killing it right now. Like nigga, this is your pocket right now.
That's what I thought you was gonna say, for real.
Or like when I hear Fred, I'll be like, Fred, you got like, and then Fred got such a great style too. Like Fred's style is really dope. So yeah, but every time I like hear him do a track that's in pocket, I'll be like, shit, this is a hit. yeah, like this is a hit.
So what was your inspiration behind the GRG haircut?
So I always talked about it, just doing it, and so I was just with my brother one day, and I was just like, man, can you cut this in my hair for a show that we got? And he always said, like, Drew, whenever you want that cut, just let me know.
You should bring it back.
I most definitely should bring it back, but see, that's the thing though. Like my brother retired from cutting hair now, so it's like that type of design that's very detailed. I would really have to see somebody's portfolio before cutting that into my head.
Yeah, real talk.
Either that, or I'm gonna end up with a like high and tight fade, which is cool, but that's not what I want. Put the GRG in my head, so. I would have to talk to my brother again about trying to do that, but yeah, that's something that I would do again though.
What was your time in Atlanta like?
Man, that was my first time honestly going to Atlanta, and to be able to perform out there, it was a great experience. And I would say to be able to connect with my type of sound, I thought that people would not have really been that receptive to it, because it's not like what the Migos make, or not like what, you know, Young Thug make or something like that. So like a little bit of me was kind of feeling like intimidated, because when you live in a place like Columbus, you know, there's this stereotype of how Atlanta is, how Miami is, how LA is, you know, New York, you know, and like what their preferences are. But when I got out there and I performed, I was like, man, like they really taking this in. You know, I got this one song called Black Excellence, and like that song was just so perfect to do down there. And like just when I was saying certain lines, people was just connecting with them and was just making face expressions. And
you know what I think it is about Atlanta?
What?
They all got open ears.
Yeah,
they all see it every year, where they see somebody who was just regular last year. Now he rich as fuck, done blew up this year.
Like JID just done blew up.
So they got their eyes and ears are a little different than the average listener. You know what I mean? Because
they got so much of it.
They can see a tree before it's planted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, going out to Atlanta, you know, I was open for the fact that I got to see that the networking out there is crazy. And I was also open up to seeing that it really don't matter what type of music you do, you know, hip hop wise, like just just do it. You know what I'm saying? Because people, they're gonna rock with you regardless, and whoever ain't gonna rock with you ain't gonna rock with you.
Right.
You know, so I was like, man, like if I did this in Atlanta, in a place where I'm not from, don't nobody even know who I am, I could like take this on the road anywhere, like LA, France, anywhere. As long as I'm being me on that stage, somebody gonna rock with you. Somebody gonna feel it. Mm-hmm.
So on your songs Hide and Seek and All the Same, they featured Laura. How'd you link up with her?
So I had met up with her through the Banger Slinger, cause when I was recording that album Growth, I was just like, man, like I want a singer on certain tracks. And so he had hit up Laura, and then she came in the studio literally like the next session we had, and she just sung that stuff in like 15-20 minutes. And then she was just talking to us for the rest of the day, and we just banged out. But once we got them recordings back and mixed and mastered up, I was just like, man, like this is dope, So to be able to work with her and to continue to work with her in the future, most definitely, that's a blessing for sure. She dope.
Who's some of your favorite Ohio or Columbus rappers?
Okay, this is a good question. Some of my favorite Columbus rappers, I would say Cassius Keys. Every time I see him perform, I feel like he's one of the best.
They be turning up every time.
The fucking best probably performer in this motherfucker. I'm like saying nigga, no nothing. Like just give him a mic. No extra shit. Like that's, to me, that's probably hands down my favorite performer in this motherfucking city. Cassius, who else do I like? Bree the rapper. Well, she go by now Bree, my bad Bree. But yeah, Bree, she got such a nice sound too. Like her music is really dope. Most definitely the people on GRG, of course, Bad Ways. I know he got this one track called My Wave, I think. Yeah, My Wave, and that's just a hit too. Like that shit crazy when he performed that. He's a good performer. My homie Gerard is a solid performer. Fred, everybody on GRG, I'm most definitely a fan of. But outside of that, let me continue. Who else do I really? Trigno. Trigno. He has a great stage presence, and something that I always notice, at every show that he had, it's always people there that just know his shit. like they just know the lyrics and shit like crazy, and I'm just watching that shit damn, this nigga is dope as hell.
Is GRG looking for any new artists?
So in 2019, GRG is most definitely going to another level with the foundation that we're gonna be having with the studio and these shows consistently, and me building some of the business teams and stuff together. We'll be able to have a better foundation to where we can have other artists, and we can start signing other people and stuff like that. So that's most definitely something that I'm looking forward to.
What kind of artists would you prefer to sign?
I would prefer to sign pretty much any types of talent that we can work with. Even though my core and my I'm very seasoned with hip hop, I wouldn't mind working with people that do R&B, which kind of go hand in hand with hip hop, but more so just out of that pocket. I wouldn't mind working with somebody that did country music. You know what I'm saying? Long as they dope and they're willing to put in that work and be a part of the team. Excuse me, part of the team. I'm most definitely cool with that. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Out of everything you've done so far, from cookouts, the flyers, shows, YouTube, what's gave you the best response from the people?
That's a good question. That's a great question, because what has gotten the greatest response is actually not just one thing. I had dropped some beats on YouTube. One of my videos got 20,000 views.
I seen that.
And that was something that was crazy. And I got some beat sales off of that. when I was performing down in Atlanta and different things like that. That was a great one. Just the people that's in my core that know me well, that heard my album. You know, there's a lot of different things, and like I like really take pride in like growing an organization. You know, like I like really take pride in that. So to be able to have, you know, starting to have people on the executive board, you know, and hearing good feedback from them, you know, that means a lot too. So it's a little bit of, you know, multiple things that's all feeding this machine of what Dru Era and what GRG is.
So we got the second annual 614 kickback on January 4th, 8 o'clock. What can the people expect this year?
So this year, you can expect a dope lineup outside of myself, my homie Bad Ways, Jarrah Sharif. We got people like Sam Rothstein that's been doing great stuff in the city, like the Pipeline shows. We got Cassius Keys, like I said, that's like to me my favorite performer. We got Bardo Jones, and he's with Blatant. He's like the CEO, I like believe, of Blatant, and he always got merchandise on deck, ready to go. He a cool dude, great performer. We got Luns. He actually did a name change too, just like Bree. Both of them performing at the 614 kickback. But yeah, Luns, he has a great sound to him too. Luns got a great sound. Bree, like I said, she performing. I rocks with Bree too. So our lineup, man, like that's pretty much our lineup. There's 8 performers. Everybody's solid. Everybody dope. Everybody got a core. And last year and this year, we're giving out prizes. We're doing hip hop trivia throughout the night. I remember last year we asked some chick like, who was left off Bad and Bougie? And she got that answer wrong. And like the whole crowd was just like, we can't believe you. So yeah, that was funny to see that. But yeah, a lot of people got some great gifts. We're gonna have MC Annie B on the mic. She's gonna be hosting the show. Raiden Laughs as the DJ. Just a great night of good performers. And it's just like really just showing people that Columbus can come together and like kill some of that stereotyping of like everybody out here like they just some haters, man. Like, you know, they haters. I'm like, is everybody really out here haters, or are you just putting your energy into people that may not even be really hating on you neither?
They definitely
like
they just don't care until you win it.
Yeah, because sometimes I like feel like people like be saying that they got haters, and I'll be like, do you really got haters, or like do you think people be hating on you? Like, but we want to kill that vibe. We got some great sponsors, NGA most definitely, and most importantly, Art Makes Columbus. Columbus Makes Art. They are a very great organization out here, and so it's gonna be a dope event, and that's pretty much it. Trying to think like, am I leaving out anything that's really major with that event? I'm trying to think, what else do we got going on with that? We also got some great vendors too. I knew I was leaving some people out, but yeah, NGA is a vendor. Rock to Defend, they are a vendor. They're going to be passing out different things to the crowd, educating people on a lot of different things that's most definitely needed. Art Makes Columbus, Columbus Makes Art. They're going to be a vendor. A lot of different great vendors too.
So what can we expect from GRG and Dru Era in the future?
Most definitely more growth, more foundation, more just more growth, man, on all different levels, artistically, from a business standpoint, systematically, and just me being an artist, and most definitely financially too. GRG most definitely is going to grow in all those different areas, and I'm not a psychic, so I can't say which is going to be more dominant next year, or maybe all three might be more dominant. You know,
everybody dropping projects.
So how GRG is set up right now, currently, you know, the artists that I did name that's a part of GRG, you know, they're affiliated with GRG right now, and they pretty much do their own thing, you know. So that's another thing with GRG going into next year. GRG will kind of be able to actually well, how can I say this? Like, actually have signed artists to where they're kind of under GRG in a different system compared to affiliates like Gerard Sharif, Bad Ways, and Fred. You know, and so GRG will be able to be a little bit more hands-on too with certain things with certain artists because of the relationship. You know, so like I said, GRG is still a growing thing, you know, and that's pretty much it with GRG, just growing that, having the kickback shows, being consistent, not just through Columbus, but through the whole state of Ohio.
Consistency is key.
Consistency is key. And just learning and running my race. That's what I think is most important. Like,
Amen.
Running your race. Like, that's what I think. Early on, when I first started doing music, I was like watching what other people was doing and just kind of like just losing some of myself. Like, how do I do that, do this, and do that? Like, all these people got different formulas, but it's like at the end of the day, like, the older you get and the more you come into your own, you start to realize, like, I'm running my race. You know, I can't run your race. I can't run her race. I can only run my race. You know, and for me, like, I can't really, you know, then compare myself to you or this person or that person. Because my focus on my race, then I know, like, okay, the only person who I'm comparing myself to is just myself. You know, so that's something that I'm really, really learning. And that's something that I learned when I did this album Growth too earlier this year, was to just be me in like the most humble, unapologetic way.
That's 100.
yeah.
So before I let you go, who's somebody you would recommend to come on Etraphouse Radio next?
Someone, most definitely the homie Bad Ways. Most definitely somebody who I would recommend. He out here doing this thing with NGA and GRG. Most definitely is a consistent artist. Pretty much anybody that's performing at the Kickback show, to be honest, because them are all people who I most definitely trust. You know, Cassius Keys, Gerard Sharif. Yeah, anybody that's performing at the Kickback show. Sam Rothstein too. He's doing like a lot of good stuff throughout the city. So anybody on that, most definitely I will recommend coming here. And that's pretty much it. Trying to think outside of just rappers though. Like,
yeah, we'll interview anybody.
Yeah, like
we got a few interviews set up with business people,
yeah,
other YouTubers.
Yeah, so like that's what I'm really trying to think about right now. I may not think of none while we on camera, but maybe when we get off, I can,
just DM me.
Yeah,
let me know like, oh, this person should come through for an interview, etc., etc.
Yeah, I most definitely gotta think about that because it is some dope people out here just outside of music too.
So let the people know, what's your social media? So
my social media is Dru the God. That's DRUTHEGOD on all platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram for sure. Instagram, that's my primary one I use. Snapchat, I got Snapchat, but honestly, do I be on it? Not that much. But if you on it, that's what's up. Like, just being honest, like like once Instagram started doing like the live story, like I kind of feel like damn, so like is Snapchat gonna like bounce back from that?
They might. Everybody's got a puncher's chance.
Yeah, but yeah, Dru the God on all platforms. You could go to grgthelabel.com to purchase your pre-sale tickets to the second annual 614 Kickback to see me and a whole bunch of great artists that I mentioned throughout this interview. And you could also go to drudagod.com, where you can also get my latest freestyle, What's Free, and you can also purchase tickets there as well. So that's pretty much it with me.
How can they find you on Spotify, Apple?
Spotify and all that great stuff. Just type in Dru Era, DRU space ERA, and I got all my content on there as well. YouTube, Dru Era, DRU space ERA. Or you could type in GRG TV. Maybe that's just even simpler for people to remember. That's where I got all of my beats at, all of my songs, music videos, and stuff like that too as well.
YouTube, I try to have all that in the description for you. Spotify, Apple, hope you wrote it down.
Hopefully you wrote it down.
Or just hopped on Instagram and
or
followed.
just follow me instantly. But yeah, also too to say thank you for having me on here.
Oh, for sure.
We most definitely want to add you and a special guest of your own choice. Most definitely a free entry into the second annual 614 kickback.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so like we gonna most definitely add you to that list, and whoever you want to bring, whatever time you want to come. Just come out, show out, most definitely, and it's gonna be a great night.
I'm gonna pull up,
most definitely.
And y'all make sure y'all follow etraphouse.com on Instagram. That will be etraphouse and the .com spelled out like DLTCOM. And then follow me on everything at TheDonJones. And most importantly, shop with etraphouse.com. We got a lot of Christmas sales going, Christmas ornaments. We partnered up with Pink Reindeer this year, so you can check that out, make your Christmas tree swaggy and whatnot. All right, and I guess I will see you guys on the next episode. The next episode, we're going to have Bird the Voice on. So check that out.
Yeah.